Basic practicals. Your first practical is of stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. That is, in epidermis there is stratified squamous epithelium. For that you will draw this stratified squamous epithelium in the form of these papillae, which are known as dermal papillae, and just above the basement membrane there is a layer of low columnar cells. I am not going to draw it completely. We will just look at your previous practical for this epithelium. Now this is how you are going to complete whole of it. Just above the layer of low columnar cell there are several layers of polygonal cells, and for those you will just make corners of these cells to draw polygonal cells. You will give corners here and you will just fill it up like this. So I am making it in a hurry. So you will draw these polygonal cells like this. You will gradually flatten these cells as you reach the top. So there are several layers of polygonal cells. Just keep on increasing the transverse diameter and decreasing the vertical diameter of these cells so as to form flat cells on the top. And as surface is approached, the cells gradually become flattened or squamous, and now it's a stratified squamous epithelium up till here. We will just form nuclei of the lower layer, that is basal layer. They are oval basal here because it's a layer of low columnar cells. So you will draw low columnar cells, not tall columnar cells here. Then in the polygonal cells in the center you will draw these spherical or ovoid cells. Fill it up here. I'm just going to fill a part of it, and as surface is approached you will draw oval or ovoid cells nuclei here, and in the flat cells as the surface is approached the nuclei they become flattened here. But up till here you have your basic practical of stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. But in the case of skin, various names to these layers are given. The first layer, which is a basal layer, this is known as stratum basale. This layer of polygonal cells, these will form stratum spinosum, and above this the upper 3 to 5 layers of flattened cells, you will form these granules here, and with this purple pencil, please around in the cytoplasm you will draw these granules in the upper 3 to 5 layers so as to give granular appearance or chain like appearance to these layers. So these layers they will form stratum granulosum. So please not forget to draw granules here, because most of you draw stratum granulosum without granules. Above this layer there is a layer of transparent layers which have flat cells but they are not apparent. We call this layer stratum lucidum, and above stratum lucidum the flat cells they have these filaments in them, and you will draw a thick layer of stratum corneum here. So there are 5 layers in the epidermis of the skin. stratum basale, which is a single layer of low columnar cells, then several layers of polygonal cells forming stratum spinosum, then stratum granulosum, upper 3 to 5 layers having granules, then stratum lucidum, this is the transparent layer here, and then stratum corneum. The whole structure here above is of epidermis. So this is epidermis. So this is in fact stratified squamous keratinized epithelium with various names given to the layers. Now in the dermis again there are two layers, the layer of loose connective tissue which protrudes into the epidermis. This layer is known as papillary layer. So this is the papillary layer, and this layer contains blood vessels. You can draw blood vessels here forming vascular papillae here, this layer also contains Meissner's corpuscles for touch, and you will draw these Meissner's corpuscles like this. These are oval bodies like here, this having the spiral type of this nerve fiber and which pass through the flat cells. So you will draw these flat nuclei of flat cells here. So this is how you are going to draw Meissner's corpuscles, oval body and spiral course of the axon here and flat nuclei here. So this is Meissner's corpuscle. You can label it as Meissner's corpuscle. So this is the papillary layer of dermis. Beneath the papillary layer, you will draw dense irregular connective tissue. Again your basic practical, and you know how to draw irregular bundles of collagenous fibers. You will make an outline of these bundles, and these bundles are of various shapes and various length. So there are in different directions, that is oblique, transverse, vertical. So just make an outline of these fibers or bundles of collagenous fibers and fill it up with the bundles of collagenous fibers. Please do not leave too much spaces between the bundles. And you know, in dense irregular connective tissue, in between these bundles there are elastic fibers, there are nuclei of fibroblast and macrophages here, and also blood vessels are there. So you can draw blood vessels also between. You can just go back to your original practical of dense irregular connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue having irregular bundles of collagenous fibers running in different directions. So this layer you can extend it up till here, and this whole layer is the reticular layer of dermis. So this is the reticular layer. Just you will, when you draw an outline of these fibers, and just fill it up with this pink shade, that it will give a beautiful appearance to your diagram. So draw them in different directions. They are of variable length, variable thickness, but they should be neatly drawn. I am making them in a hurry, but you will draw them properly. Now lower down, or here you also see ducts of sweat glands or cut sections of sweat glands having cuboidal epithelium. You will draw spherical nuclei of cuboidal cells to show that these are the sweat glands. So in the center you will draw lumen, and then you can draw nuclei of cuboidal cells. Also, when you draw duct of Sweatlands, you can form double layer of these spherical nuclei, showing that these are the ducts of Sweatlands. Similarly, you will fill up whole of this space with the bundles of collagenous fibers. You know this. So this is how you are going to draw Sweatlands and ducts of Sweatlands. Lower down, there are these cut onion ring like appearance, sliced onion appearance of Pacinian corpuscles for touch are there. These are the Pacinian corpuscles. Again, these are the nerve endings for pressure. In the center is the axon here. Around it you will draw the lamellated layers, laminae of fibroblast forming layers. So these will form Pacinian corpuscles. So for this Pacinian corpuscles, you will draw them like this, concentrically placed like this, and you will just draw nuclei of fibroblast in these layers. Then beneath dermis there is hypodermis, and this hypodermis again has adipose tissue here. So this is the hypodermis here, having fat cells here, and again your basic practical, you will just draw nuclei of fat cells in different directions. I think you can draw these Pacinian corpuscles a bit above this space, and you can draw it here also. So I think I can draw them in the upper part here. And you can shift this here. So this is all about down hairy skin.